Okay.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Don't Know Ball podcast. Isaac Isringhausen, Josh Clooney, Lucas Dalton, and fellas, we sadly have the World Series matchup that literally nobody asked for.
Well, the league asked for it.
Outside of the league, nobody asked
Their
for it.
marketing's, they don't even have to try.
They posted the MLB posted something on their Instagram yesterday saying how like Ohtani was like stunning at media day. It was literally just a picture of him smiling like a normal person. I'm like, wow. Ohtani, like...
How many times do you think we're going to hear about his dog during
Ryan
the
had a hot
podcast?
take yesterday.
Yeah?
He said, when Mike Trout's fully healthy, he ain't touching Ohtani offensively.
Ooh, he's right.
Yeah. Because we were talking about
Peak Trout or current Trout?
Like peak Trout. Like when he was... Basically, or we were talking about the year where he had 40 home runs in 80 games. That year. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, Trout?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite what-ifs ever because if he played a whole season, he probably hit 65. Yeah. I am going to agree with Brian.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the bases are bigger, but Trout, I don't think ever stole 60.
No.
And he never hit 50.
He stopped stealing bases all of a sudden, which is...
Mike Trout was better at all 5 tools.
Yeah.
But would we say Ohtani has 3 tools plus the pitching ability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has less tools, but they're better than Trout's, if that makes sense. Trout's more well-rounded and elite at everything.
Yeah.
Ohtani's like a step above elite at less. And I would, if that makes sense, I tend to agree. Ohtani is a better offensive player in their peaks, yes.
Yeah.
At their peak, though, I think...
I mean, they're 1-2 the last 10 years. You can't convince me otherwise.
I just thought it was interesting because we were talking about how some...
24
Whatever.
minutes.
We'll catch in when
because we were talking about how somebody said that Mike Trout was never top 10 ever.
See, that's just not...
And
That's well, we've
That's just letting your hatred get in the way of...
well, that person doesn't like anybody that's ever good at anything because he also told him that
let's not be subjective about our people that aren't good at things.
Well, you respect
Matt
people that
Bowman.
are good. You respect people that are good.
I do. Well, of course.
He just
can't.
No, he says there was one other person. He said for hockey. He was talking about hockey for some reason, which I don't know. He knows nothing about that. But he said that Connor McDavid's not good and he's overrated.
See, I don't know shit about hockey, and I know that guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
he's the current best player in the league.
So like the Trout of hockey.
Yes, but he's always
older,
just the same thing. He's literally just filled with hot takes to try to make himself different.
Well, look at this podcast. Anyways,
Anyway,
so the only
World
other thing I
Series-
want to talk about with the postseason is that one game the Guardians won. I think it was just
That
one.
was a fun game.
That was
a fun...
Holy shit.
Yeah,
everything about those 2 home runs were great. Brian Anderson,
I was gonna say shout
perfect.
out Brian Anderson. Your
John
call.
Kenzie
Big
Noel,
Christmas, right?
best nickname in baseball.
Yep.
Love him. Probably going to get a jersey one day. Big fan. Right alongside Jose Ramirez, that is exactly what the Guardians need is a John Kenzie Noel. And David Fry, good for him.
Yeah.
Do you know he was an all-star?
No.
Exactly. Go David Fry.
Yeah.
Wait, was it this year he was an all-star? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, that call by Brian
Awesome.
Anderson.
Everything was
Big
great.
Christmas and the best
The
present.
best president of the tree.
Which is
Like, you have to be thinking about that to bring that out in a moment like that. And kudos.
Yeah. I mean,
Good job.
Brian Anderson's one of those multi-sport broadcasters. I know he does Brewers games, and I know he does the.
And
NBA.
he's really good at Brewers games.
He does the NBA sometimes, or at least he used to.
I'm sure he's done football. I mean, you would know better.
Who's the guy on Fox? I can't think of his first name. Is it Davis? Something Davis? Am I blanking?
Joe Davis?
Yes, Joe.
Yeah.
I
don't
think
like
he's
him.
the best.
Oh
my God, I like Joe Davis too.
Because
I agree.
okay, here's the biggest
Are
thing
you talking
too.
about for football or for
general.
Football?
I just
For
don't
baseball.
think- I just don't think
here's
Joe
the
Davis
biggest
is that
thing, too.
insane.
Here's the biggest thing too. The excitement level that he got when Tatis pimped one, he had the same level of excitement when Hernandez. He doesn't show.
There's no
favoritism.
bias,
He's
yeah.
the
Now-
perfect.
Which
if you wanna
I
look
agree.
up
I agree with that.
unbiased broadcasters, look up him because he matches the energy with whoever does whatever, and that is very rare to find in
So
broadcasting.
you mentioned football. Does Chris Myers still do football?
I think so.
You know how I know Chris Myers? NASCAR studio analyst.
surprised.
That's how he started.
Kinda crazy.
So now that I see him doing football play-by-play, I'm like, hey, he sucks. I hate him. He's terrible at his job. They'll need him to get off the network. But sorry, you mentioned football, and I want to go on that spiel.
I still, even though Joe Davis isn't biased, I mean, there's still moments where all he does is talk about the Dodgers.
I'm a pretty high-class Dodger hater, so
I'm
especially lately.
a firm believer that if you
Ironic.
if you are a
The Rams were in St. Louis first. Goddamn. Actually, no, it's a lie.
If you are a play-by-play broadcaster for a team that is in the World Series, you should not be able to broadcast their game.
Could you imagine like Chip Carey doing the World Series, like fucking Game 6,
Brad Thompson,
tie
Chip
game,
Carey talking about
and fucking
corn.
Chip's like that fan's from fucking Huntington Beach.
I don't know. Where's Matt Vasgersian at?
Yeah, that's the real question because you remember the call. He wasn't on the Fox, but he was like on some international broadcast with Rajai Davis hit that home run.
Oh yeah, it was great
in the World Series in 2016.
Yeah,
oh my god,
that was the same series where Lindor hit the grand slam, and
or the same postseason. Yeah,
you couldn't even
He's
hear,
literally so good.
Yeah, you couldn't even hear him because the crowd was so loud, but the call was still.
It's when baseball, not that baseball's lost its magic,
and
but
he
at
got
peak baseball.
Fired because of the whole COVID vaccine, which is just
a lot of MLB Network analysts too.
Yeah.
Do you know why Ken Rosenthal got fired from MLB Network?
Wasn't it because he spoke out against
Stanford? You know how much of a horse shit that is?
A lot.
Ken Rosenthal's just weird because he hasn't.
Well, that shouldn't get fired for speaking out against the commissioner. But what he said about the Padres is,
I so agree with that.
Yeah,
really.
You don't say that. You don't say that.
So you agree that it was wrong. You don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I think it was hilarious. I
just don't think
it's correct.
I just don't think it's right.
I don't think he was correct because damn good and well the Dodgers would have done the exact same thing and nobody would have batted a fucking eye.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
I know what it's very. I remember this like it was just yesterday when Mookie Betts was robbing homers left, right, and center in the 2020 World Series. He was getting all pumped up, all excited, and no one batted an eye because that's what's great for baseball.
Yeah. That's how
Profar went like 3 rows into the stands to rob a homer and then did a pose in front of the fans.
That was the coolest
What's
thing
wrong with that?
So my thing is,
what is wrong with that? You just pulled off an insane catch to rob a homer and give your team momentum. You should be allowed to celebrate that and enjoy that moment.
And when you look at the team as a whole, they had the Dodgers fans threw stuff at them. This is their bitter rival.
And that's where I think it stemmed from.
They're
was
celebrating.
I don't think it was more of the fact that they were celebrating. I think it was more the fact that they were reacting to the fans throwing stuff at them, and that's where... because they were screaming. Even Mike Schilt ran out to the outfield and was screaming at the fans out there, which is something that's interesting.
That checks out from Mike Schilt. But my thing
that's
is...
why I like Mike Schilt. He's not afraid to back his players.
No.
I mean, if in that atmosphere against your bitter rival, you're pitted against them, like you compared to them, I'm sure all year, lesser. You're there, you're beating them. Their fans are mad. They're throwing stuff at you. You have 2 choices. You can ignore it, or you fucking egg it on. I see it egging on.
He's in the head was just, or was it was pro one of them. I don't remember.
Yeah, they were throwing stuff at the bullpen relievers too.
Yeah, that's just not normal.
Dodger fans
they suck, and they think that they
trash.
And that's what I mean. Okay, so when I said that we shouldn't have traded Tommy Edman the other day, I meant that, but I also meant it. I wish we would have traded him anywhere else that wasn't the Dodgers. Because
I still don't think we should have traded him. I will die on that.
Because he had 11 RBIs in that last series and won NLCS MVP. And I'm like, of course he did. And he's batting 4th. Like, they're treating him as like he's a power hitter. And he is, all of a sudden. He's a gap hitter. And it's like, dude, I don't know. I mean, yes, we have Donovan and they're like the same people, but I just don't know if Donovan would be able to show up that big in a postseason like
he'd never been there.
I know, but he's not gonna be.
I think Donovan's I mean, I don't want to get too much deep into the Cardinals because
we're gonna talk about them for a second because I want to talk about their moves.
Donovan all around is our best player. Like as a complete player, Brendan Donovan's our best player. So I would for sure. Oh yeah, I would like to think that given the opportunity of the postseason, he would probably show up.
I agree.
It's one of the weird times I'd be okay with him batting cleanup in a postseason because he's just that consistent. He's that good. But we've talked about Brendan Donovan at length.
I just wanted to talk about the hirees of the Cardinals. First off, John Jay is very good.
Sad to see Willie go. Did you? I'm sure. Okay.
He's going to the front office, isn't he?
So that's just really just a term. I mean, Yadi's a special advisor to the GM. I think it just means like if they ever want to do something or need them to do something, they're on the payroll. And I think it's more of a, hey, you're a legacy player. Here's a paycheck that keeps coming in. That's how I see it.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be around.
He'll be around. He'll probably, honestly, he might be in the dugout for some of the games. Yeah. Who knows? But
yeah, Adi was supposed to be.
I just feel like he stepped down because he didn't want to go through another year of bad.
I mean, he's not getting any younger. He's 65.
I can't necessarily say I blame him.
And honestly, not to sound this way, but like, what did he do?
Move the outfilders and was like...
But they have cards to do that themselves.
Something for all the older fans to be like, oh my God, Willie.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I didn't watch Willie because it was before my time, but I did the same thing. So
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But bringing in John Jay,
Welcome back.
who's a he was very fun as a first base coach
Yeah.
with the Marlins. So
I'm fine with that.
he seems fun.
I feel like the three
actually
hires
has coaching experience, unlike Descalso did. It
who
felt like whenever
clearly
they
it was
brought
clear he did.
now.
it felt like to me whenever they brought back Descalso, it was just like it was a piss poor attempt at.
There was nothing wrong with Joe McEwing.
Now I think Joe McEwing works next to John Mozeliak now.
that I believe he probably
Yeah.
does. Yeah, more than like what Willie's gonna
But
do.
now it's weird because like we hired John Jay. Now we have Daniel Descalso. Like I said before, all we need is Shane Robinson and the team will be back together.
down. No, but like I don't know. I see the three hires as just the good, the okay, and the bad.
The hitting coach is bad.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Did you read into him? He got fired from the Marlins in 2023 and fired from the Mariners in 2024.
You know what was wrong with the Mariners? They struck out more than like anybody
Yeah.
ever. And the Marlins couldn't hit in 2023
So
and he was the
why
reason.
did they not hire Ryan Ludwig, who
That's
apparently
a great
fixed,
question.
So you
Victor
know the
Scott
guy
and Jordan Walker?
who was the other guy that got hired by like the other hitting coach that got hired by a different team the same day? I forgot who it was, but the Cardinals were in on him.
Twins
Yeah, the
hired him.
Twins.
Yeah, he came from the Blue Jays. I don't remember his name. But
Cardinals were in on him too, and he chose the Twins over the
I
Cardinals.
saw a report that this guy that we hired is like a fucking drill sergeant with his players. Like,
That could be good or bad.
Honestly, the way I see it as a hitting coach, you're more of just you're more of a babysitter type of thing. It's
I feel like if
yeah.
you're a drill sergeant type coach, that's not going to work out because we have a really laid back coaching staff. So
yeah, so you can't really. I don't know. My thing with any kind of coach is just like when you're a major leaguer, you're not going to teach much.
exactly.
You're just going to keep
there
guys
for a reason.
Yeah,
I think
You don't
Turner-
fall
some-
ass backwards to be in the MLB.
some guys are gonna learn, but
Yes.
a lot of them they know what they do. They know what they don't.
I think Turner Ward leaving is good. I think us keeping Dusty Blake around, weirdly enough, is
Unfortunately,
good because
yeah.
the pitching was really good last
It
year.
worked. We get better pitchers under him. I think. Like, look at the bullpen. It was a good bullpen. It was,
And
it was
guess
great.
what? If it's a bad pitching year next year, bye, because your
Yeah.
contract's over. So
If we're bad this year, I think it's a full.
also, I think it's funny that the longest coach that's under contract for us is Pop Warner, and he might be our worst.
He sucks as a third base. Because what the
Yes.
fuck does he do?
He's
He
signed
was
under
great in the minors.
Yeah, go back.
He signed under contract.
So was Wander
through-
Franco.
Well, okay.
God damn it.
He's signed under contract through 2026, I think, or 2027 even. And I just don't know.
That took me. I'm embarrassed by how long that took me to
I
understand.
know. I was like,
that
what?
joke.
And then I'm like, dang
Oh
it.
my god.
But yeah, so I don't know. The guy that is going to be working in like
I'm okay with
the
that.
young guy that was with the
fine.
Guardians for the young guy we hired is only 34 and he was with the Guardians
32.
for 32 and he was with the Guardians for a
So my
decade.
thing is if he got a
So-
job, I know the Guardians are one of the like
he got
more,
a job with the Guardians front office right out of college.
He's kind of a progressive. They're a progressive front office.
Yes.
but like if you
Well, they
can
do
get
play
a
progressive field.
oh that was a good one. So I mean,
Oh, sorry, I had to one up you.
if you get a job with a major league team at 22, you've got to
be
be
good.
you got to know what you're doing.
Yes.
So and he's going to hire more people underneath. I'm fine.
said up to 3.
I'm
so.
curious to see how that plays out. I'm excited for John Jay and the hitting coach like Brant Brown or whatever.
Brant Brown, yeah.
I mean, he's had 2 hitting coach jobs. And he was fired after 1
Here's
year
what I
twice.
think
He's not. He's going to get.
We're
fired
gonna have a
again.
bad year. Brent Brown's gonna get fired with
Ollie.
With Ollie when
Dusty.
John Mozeliak steps down.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna let Heim Bloom and John Jay and all the other people they brought in hire new folks.
Where's Skip Schumacher going to manage? Can he come do something and so he could be our heir
Gladly
apparent?
take him as-
It'll end up being the
I'll
Cubs.
gladly take him as a bench coach.
I'm telling you, it'll end up being the
Daniel
Cubs.
Descalso sucked at that last year.
But you can bring back Skip. Why not? We could have Daniel Descalso, Skip Schumacher, and John Jay all. At the
Now
same
all we're missing is Adrian
Robinson.
Chambers and Shane Robinson. We got to
Yep.
have running coaches.
I don't know. I think Skip Schumacher, unfortunately, is going to be the Cubs, like in the Cubs somewhere.
It's all makes sense. Yeah. Is there any team with an opening manager spot right now?
I don't know. Is there?
I thought the
It was one
White
of them.
Sox were right.
Oh,
Or is
Yeah, I guess technically.
well, he's
or
not
was
going to go
Gr-
manage them.
or was Sizemore a?
he was interim.
Okay, I thought it
But
was
he kind of.
interim.
He didn't even have coaching experience. I don't know how they picked him to be the manager.
They needed somebody to right the ship. Come on.
Kind of feel bad for
Just let Brooks Baldwin do it. Who cares? I don't think there is.
It's the White Sox. I think they're the only one.
He's going to join like the Cubs coaching staff. I'm telling you, it's going to be something like that.
I hope not.
Did you see? We talked about it the other day, but did you see who the White Sox interviewed? Do you remember AJ Ellis? Fuck, we gotta stop doing this. It's not gonna be good for. Do you remember him though?
Stop. Oh, fuck.
Kershaw's.
Who doesn't remember AJ Ellis?
I hope he'd be good at manager. Those backup catcher types are always managers.
Yeah, it's okay. Give it 5 years and fucking
Mike
Tucker
Matheny
Barnhart.
was.
Oh, Marlins don't have a manager.
Well, yeah, he's not going back.
Oh,
there.
Skip
They
can't really
treated
go
him
back there.
Shit. Yeah, leave it to give it 5 years and Tucker Barnhart will be one of the best managers that we have.
Stephen Vogt literally retired for like a year and then became a damn good manager. That team is not that good.
I'm telling you, especially backup catchers are really.
Well, they
smart,
sit next to the manager the whole time, and then obviously they know the game to be a catcher.
Can't wait for
Brad Ausmus,
Brandon Crawford to be like a defensive coach with the Giants or something.
Yeah, he could be their third base coach.
I can't believe he still hasn't retired. I don't know what
he's waiting for.
Yeah, no one's
I dare
gonna
the
sign
Cardinals. I dare the Cardinals to do it. I dare them to. I mean, we're gonna be bad next year. We might as well
Bring him back again.
No.
You're welcome back,
No.
Brandon.
We might as well bring him back with Matt Carpenter and just have a good bench again or whatever they call
Matt Carpenter. I hope he comes back. If we're gonna be bad, if they're committing to be bad, you just bring him back.
They had like a meeting with all the veteran players that are still under contract.
Yeah.
And Carpenter because he's just like a Hall of Famer
yeah.
there. And they were like, okay, so we're shifting to younger players. So like, I don't know what that means for you guys.
Well, that to me says Fetty's gonna go.
But
Because if you're shopping gray, you might as well get rid of Fetty.
Yeah.
and that really is going to make Tommy Edman really
Bad,
hurt.
yeah. And they won't unless he asks, but I wouldn't be surprised if he asked Nolan.
I don't think he's going to leave. I don't think he wants to.
They won't unless he asks, but I bet if he asks, they do it.
I agree.
Ugh. I mean, if I have to watch, I literally will refuse
Jose
to even
Fermin.
go to the winter warm-up if we have Jose Fermin as our starting third
No,
baseman.
you won't. You will have a good
Who would
time.
I meet?
Burleson.
That's it. I'd leave.
Kyle Leahy.
When
Yeah.
Pedro
Wynn's
Pajes.
fun. I have to meet
We
Pedro.
figured out why he claps. You know, his clap thing
Yeah.
he does? It's to honor his dead mother. So it's not quite as fun as we probably thought it was.
He's done it for
Funny
a while.
enough, Cherry Pie came on. As I was driving
Did you see
to
the
class
Snapchat I
today.
sent you this morning?
No, I literally just skipped through it.
Oh my God! We had a cherry pie in our pantry, and I lifted it up as Pedro Pajes, and
That does not surprise me knowing the shit that you've sent me.
that's so disappointing. Y'all want to jump into one of our two segments for today?
Let's go. Let's do it.
So a while ago now, because we kind of got busy with other things with the postseason and the end of the season, and it's a good thing we tabled it though, because we have
100%.
nothing else to talk about. We talked about doing a segment with the best player to wear every jersey number,
Yep.
Yep.
and we're here now.
Let's get into
because,
it.
after this episode, I have
Nothing.
no clue what
Nothing.
we're going to do.
When the postseason or the offseason starts, we'll have that to preview, but that's
Yep.
still 2 weeks away, so I don't really know.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have no guests line up. The ones we did are
Moving on.
rude today.
Yeah.
So we start at 00.
You and I know you and I have the same.
Yeah,
one
we
for this
talked about it
one, right?
earlier.
I didn't even.
Do you want the link to the jersey thing?
Let me do that.
Oh, I'm on Baseball Reference.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to bring my laptop for that, but I forgot.
That's fine. It's just as easy on you.
I'll preface this whole thing by I'm really bad at jersey numbers. That's one thing I don't remember.
I'm-
Well,
I'll be
the
good
list
at
is
them.
completely on there.
Okay, good.
Here.
I don't know why I don't retain jersey numbers, but I don't.
I wish I couldn't retain jersey numbers.
Like I can retain faces and names, but
Okay, Refrigerator McGee wore number 72.
Willie McGee. Or not, Fridge Perry, you idiot.
Yeah.
Refrigerator McGee.
William the Refrigerator Perry wore number 72 in the NFL.
I don't know what number that's set to, but all you got to do is change it. I have my list, so I don't really need it. So we'll start at 00. While you're pulling that up, me and Izzy have the same person. There wasn't a whole lot of options.
Yeah. Brian Wilson when he was on the Dodgers. Is
Yeah. Do you remember Brian Wilson? Or was that before you started watching? Dodgers relievers. He had the bearded,
Giants relievers.
braided beard.
I feel like that's just a random white person name. So no, I don't remember.
He was a
closer.
He was the closer on
Giants in the
2
top,
out of the
yeah.
3 even years Giants teams.
And then he went to the Dodgers. He braided his beard and had a rat tail. He was
Big fucking
disgusting.
beard.
I'm gonna compare this list to the New York Times list while we do this, because I think it's fun to see who they put. They put for 00. They put Bobo Newsom, which is
So we talked about Bobo earlier.
Yeah, we actually did.
I decided in the 40s he's not important, but shout out Bobo.
yeah.
Do you want to do it that way, and then me and Izzy can do it this way? Then
I mean, I could.
I mean
That's fine, and then I
okay.
could just.
What do you have for 0, Izzy?
Looking at this list, first I'm going to give a quick honorable mention to Andres Jimenez
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy given he's been around for like
and
2
Terrence
years.
Gore. You know, I got to give a shout.
We love Terrence
Yeah.
Gore.
No, in all seriousness though, Adam Ottavino.
I picked Al Oliver.
That's who New York Times.
Oh,
picked.
yeah.
I was gonna say Adam Ottavino is probably the best.
I mean, when you compare
you have to go with Adam Ottavino.
modern skill sets, yeah, probably.
Because he's like really good. I didn't even know he was still around, but
Still on the Mets. He was good. He was their leading appearance guy last year. Games appeared in.
yeah, 60.
Thanks, Sporkle.
Which is crazy.
Number 1.
Um,
What you got, Izzy?
First of all, I'm going to give my quick honorable mention to 2 honorable mentions, actually. Lou Whitaker and Pee Wee Reese.
yep.
Ozzie Smith.
Okay, I picked Ozzy.
That's who
Okay.
they
That
have
one was
too.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
I know I know that his offense wasn't all there, but like
He's the greatest defensive shortstop
Easily
of all
the
time.
best defensive shortstop ever. I think you can make an argument for top 5.
Yeah, I mean, he still hit enough. It just
Yeah.
wasn't for power.
Also, shout out Sparky Adams, whoever that is. I don't know.
He's a manager, I think.
That's
Also, shout out to Brian Roberts.
Oh, he was on the,
We got
Sparky Adams wore number 1 on the Cardinals in 1932.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was good times.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Derek Jeter.
I also have Derek Jeter.
Shout out to Jimmy Fox for the 1 year that he wore number 2, but yeah, it's Derek Jeter.
That was easy.
And that's I mean,
We talked about 3 before you came because we have a disagreement on 3. You want to go first?
George Herman Ruth for number 3. He's the best player to wear number 3.
I put Alan Trammell.
Alan Trammell is my honorable mention.
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth didn't wear a number for the first 5 years of his
That's
career.
not his damn fault that he made numbers popular.
It's against the segment, man.
Okay, when I don't care what the sport is. When you hear the number 3, most normal baseball fans think of Babe
Bryce
Ruth when they
Harper.
think of the number 3.
This article on New York Times says the Yankees actually started wearing uniform numbers in 1929, which means Ruth only wore number 3 during his late period seasons. When he slashed 338, 468, and 659 with 40 homers and 132 RBIs a year.
I like that until you said the last part.
Yeah, so that's the. I don't
Number
know if you
4.
can compare Alan Trammell to that.
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig.
Mel Ott.
You're just a hater on the Yankees, it seems.
Yep.
Which is something that you picked Jeter, but not the other
Well,
two.
there's enough Yankees. Number 5.
Albert.
Yeah.
Albert.
Has to be Albert.
It's not even close.
Number 6.
Stan the man.
Stan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I was going to say, I was looking through some of these and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these numbers aren't even.
It's when we get up to the fucking reliever
Once
numbers.
you get beyond 30, it becomes a little better. 7.
Mickey Mantle.
Mickey
Yep.
Mantle.
Okay.
Yep.
8.
Hang on, I need to.
This has Cal Ripken.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Glad we're all. I bet 9's going to be Ted Williams.
Ted Williams.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. 10. Maybe this one might have a little.
I need to look at number 10. I need to look at people who've worn number 10.
This
You're going too
article
fast for
has
me.
Chipper
Well,
Jones.
those were all
Yeah, that's fair.
This article has Chipper Jones.
So I'll let Izzy go before
Why
I
is
say
this
mine.
damn laptop being slow again? Jesus and Christ.
Well, y'all have some really slow laptops. That's what
Yeah,
I
mine's a piece of shit.
Mine's shouldn't be.
I didn't mean to go fast there, Izzy. Those just all seemed really like.
you're good.
I mean, you're not
I'm
gonna
just messing with you.
pick another guy there
Shout out Yonder Alonso.
for 10.
Yeah, apparently.
Nobody picked him. I promise you, none of us are gonna say Yonder Alonso.
He
How'd you
wore
know?
number 10 for one season when he had an 8 WAR with the Mariners.
He had an 8-WAR season.
2017.
What?
According to this,
When?
2017 with the Mariners.
yeah, I gotta agree with Lucas. I'm gonna go Chipper Jones.
I also had Chipper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Chipper because Lefty Grove only wore it for
Shout out
11 years.
Darren
And
Baker.
Chipper played it or wore it for.
Shout
Going
out
down the list.
Baker. Darren Baker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
11.
This list has Barry Larkin.
I would also say Barry Larkin.
Okay, I have Barry Larkin too.
Love Barry
I
Larkin.
made this list in end of August, so
I'm surprised it's matching up so well with the New York Times. That's Bobby's future.
apparently in her delusions. Yeah. Shout out House Guest.
Number 12.
This one could be a bit of a.
This one I'm gonna look up number
I'm
12.
looking
But
at
this
number
one,
12
the
too.
article has Roberto Alomar.
I'll let
So
you name
does
yours 'cause
Josh.
mine's lagging.
I also have Roberto Alomar. Damn, I didn't do anything fun.
There's not many.
This is very shocking that you didn't do anything fun.
Shout out Tim
Wait,
Anderson.
just wait.
There's not many.
I'm looking through.
Wait till we get up beyond 27.
Yeah,
Then Josh just
Yeah, there's not many for 12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely went with Roberto Alomar.
I'll probably have to go with
Shout out Micah
Roberto Alomar
Vila.
too.
Micah, oh my God.
I'm just looking at the list. Shout out
You should send me
Dusty
this link,
Baker,
too, because
Floyd
it's gonna
Baker, John Baker,
Help
and
with the
Tom
link.
Baker.
Oh, you want the link?
Yeah, because this is my laptop is being so slow that I can't.
We got to
spell
shout out the Bakers. Dusty Baker, Floyd Baker, John Baker, and Tom Baker.
So John Baker was not related to Dusty.
That's fine.
John is white.
That's okay. You can be related and be white.
I don't know why I goes to 7 when I said that, but yeah.
Shout out
I'll let you pull it up, Izzy.
Billy Bates.
So,
13.
So 13?
Yep.
A-Rod.
Yeah.
As much as I absolutely despise the guy, yeah, you got me.
I went A-Rod. I also hate A-Rod, but it was needed. 14. My pick was alive when I made
Good
this
old
list.
Ernie Banks.
I
what this has.
picked Pete Rose. I mean,
what does this article say? Because they mentioned Pete Rose. Pete Rose wore 14 for 24 seasons.
that alone
This is a tough one.
between
Between Banks and Rose.
Yeah, those are the top two according to this
I mean,
article, but
not for the anti-Cub
this
hate,
says
but, like,
honorable mention Paul Konerko,
ooh, that's a name.
which is something.
I mean, I feel like between Ernie Banks and Pete Rose, you got to pick Pete Rose every time.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Pete
Like
Rose is the big king.
one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Rest
Yeah.
in
Still
peace.
can't believe he just died out of
Died.
nowhere. Natural causes, which is just random.
15. This one's fun.
This article has Carlos Beltran.
Fuck.
So do you?
I have an honorable mention though.
Oh, okay.
I will say Beltran's my honorable mention. So Beltran and Pedroia are my two honorable mentions.
Ooh, Pedroia's fun.
I'll go Sandy Alomar.
So I had Beltran, but put Jim Edmonds as my honorable mention.
Gross.
He's a really good baseball player.
That's fair.
He
That's
sucks at his job,
But he's
yeah.
a terrible person, terrible broadcaster. 16.
This article has Hal Newhouser. Okay, so he
not
just
fun.
knows everything. You should write for the New York Times.
I know
apparently.
I should. I also picked Hal Newhouser.
I'll be different and say Whitey Ford.
Ooh.
17.
According to the Josh Times, it's got Todd Helton.
Fuck me. I also have Todd Helton.
I feel like you.
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys I wrote this. Whenever this was published, it was my article. Yeah.
Yeah, back in who knows when this article
I
was
can't.
posted.
Had to be recent if somebody
You can't not
Yeah.
go with Todd Hilton, but shout out to my man Lance Berkman
valid.
Love Lance
and Dizzy
Berkman.
Dean.
18.
Johnny Damon.
I also had Johnny Damon. I hope you guys hope I'm not lying. Like it's all on
Because
there.
I know you wrote it. You showed me.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I know you know enough to not have to look things up.
Yeah.
I'll go Ben Zobrist.
Ooh.
I'll go
I don't
Ben
know if we're
Zobrist.
gonna can logically put him over Damon, but like good
Well,
pull.
Ben Zobrist played everywhere on the
Yeah,
field.
that's
so. I
valid.
mean,
Ben
and he played
Zobrist.
everywhere at an elite level.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
I mean, with the exception of third base, but when you have Evan Longoria next to you, it's like, are you really gonna want to put someone else at
No.
third base?
19. I feel like
This one I
one's
feel like
pretty
might be
This is
different.
easy. Tony Gwynn.
I also had Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, see, this website had Robin Yount.
So he was my honorable mention.
yeah,
Yeah,
that,
shout
and
out to
Tony
Robin
Gwynn
Yount.
was there.
So I'm pretty sure the stats on Yount are better than Gwynn, but like WAR and all that. But you can't. Tony Gwynn's one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
100%.
So 20.
Mike Schmidt.
Oh, finally,
Mike
Yeah.
Schmidt.
Frank Robinson.
I'll
Yeah.
go Mike Schmidt too.
What does this say? Frank Robinson was their honorable mention. So
So 21, I have 2 honorable mentions, and one of them probably should have been the right pick, but I just couldn't do
okay,
it.
what are your honorable mentions?
Warren Spahn and Roberto Clemente.
That's who they picked here.
Roberto Clemente is my pick for.
Yeah.
I picked Roger Clemens.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I don't know why I didn't pick Clemente because they're literally probably going to retire that number for him one day.
Probably.
As
yeah.
they should.
I agree. 22. My if y'all know me enough to know what I picked.
They put Roger Clemens
Josh didn't.
for 22.
Will you
Right
load,
position.
Will you load faster? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, on the Wi-Fi.
No.
I picked Clayton Kershaw.
I want Jim Palmer.
So all pitchers, right?
Yeah.
Jim Palmer's pitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Clayton
I'll
Kershaw.
go Jim Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw is so
Palmer.
incredibly
Good.
good.
Yep,
It's
still is today.
insane. Yep.
23.
Ryan Sandberg.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Was that your list or is this the New York Times
This
list?
is New York Times.
Okay, I
I'm
didn't
still
know.
I'm
Okay.
going back and forth, but I'm just reading off the list.
I have 2 bars on here. Why is this going so damn slow? I'll go Zach Greinke to be different.
Okay. No, that's not a bad pick.
He was really good. I didn't
He
realize
was.
how
He's
good
very
he
underrated.
was.
24. This should
This
be.
is so freaking hard.
24?
So many great players have worn 24.
I didn't even put an honorable mention.
I have 3 honorable mentions.
Is he
4.
here? Is he here?
I have 4 on.
He's here.
It's the
Holy
big man.
shit.
We have Joe Burrow jersey.
What up, Brian?
I went through the other way. I went like down all the stairs, came into that way.
Oh shit.
Because where he sits,
Caleb.
Like, watch
Yeah,
this.
we went in the back way. He was in here, and we didn't even talk to him, and he left.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta save me from that, man.
Shit. Follow us today. You'll be good.
Hey, take a seat. Take a
Yeah,
seat.
you get on
Take
the
a seat
mic.
behind the microphone. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Before we continue, for 24, shout out Woody Abernathy.
He played in the
What the
1840s.
What was that?
We're going through and picking the best player to wear every jersey number.
Yeah.
And what number did he have? 99 or something?
24.
24. So
Yeah, we're on number 24.
I picked Willie Mays.
Willie Mays is. Yeah.
Obviously, Willie Mays is the obvious
I think he's
answer,
one of
but
he's top 5 baseball player.
honorable mentions to Miguel Cabrera, Ricky Henderson, and Manny Ramirez.
Yeah, so
Those
this
are
article,
3 people I should have
Yeah,
mentioned,
this
especially the first
article
one.
put Ricky
Yeah.
Henderson, Tony Perez, Ken Griffey Jr., Miguel Cabrera, Manny Ramirez, Dwight Evans, Robinson Cano, and Early Wynn.
So I don't want to break off our list too much, but to mentioning him, do we think that Miguel Cabrera is one of the most underrated players ever based how he finished his career? Nobody really talked about him leaving.
Also, that home run.
I mean,
He's
because
so
he was really
good.
bad.
But he was so good when he
That
was
home
good.
run that
I
he
think
hit-
he became underrated.
that
In
home
his
run that he hit in the
peak, yeah,
snow
his
a
peak
couple
Oh, that
years
was
ago.
sick.
Oh my god.
His peak was like probably one of the most top 10 ever.
I just think his fall off was so strong that people are going to end up underrating him until he gets into the Hall of Fame.
Honestly, you could say the same thing about Pujols.
Yes, correct.
But the
until
last
his
year
last
for
year,
Pujols
I think his
really
last
helped.
year kind of helped him.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
25.
Barry Bonds.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
He's going to say
different.
Mark McGuire.
No.
Oh.
Jim Tomei.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
that's valid.
But yeah,
23 already, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all picked Ryan Sandberg.
no, I picked.
What were you thinking?
I picked Zach
You know
Greinke.
exactly what I was thinking.
He would,
Exactly.
he would bring an interesting dynamic to this.
26.
Yeah, we're at 26.
You want the link on the website we're following on here?
Yeah. I'm very unbiased, but I think you know who I think is the best 23.
Who?
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't even think about
I
that.
love Tatis.
Bro, I was so happy when he went on his, I don't know what you want to call it, a Cinderella run.
I think
That
that's
home
valid.
run that he hit was fucking electric.
26.
This article has Chase Utley.
That's who I would.
Ew.
I
I put
know.
Wade Boggs.
Wade
Yeah.
Boggs is great.
Yeah, Wade Ball. I'll go Wade.
Dude,
I
the-
hated
You know what
Chase
Good Mythical
Utley.
Morning is?
Yeah.
And the Wade Boggs joke
death
that they-
thing. I don't know. I don't understand that. I've heard of them and I've heard of the joke. I don't
Because
understand
he's
either
old
part.
and because it's a Wade Boggs baseball card and it smells really bad.
Oh, okay.
So they call it the Boggs.
His 3,000th hit at Tropicana Field, I sat in that seat where it landed. It's yellow.
nice.
set up point
How much
that.
did that cost?
I don't know. I didn't even know it was a thing till I sat down. So the same price.
That's crazy, actually. So yeah, they had Chase Utley here, which is
I hate Chase Utley.
Why?
He was such a dirty player. I think he was overrated too. I mean, he was a good career.
Yeah.
But like, he's not as good as people painted him to be. 27. I hope.
First of all, I'm going to give my honorable mentions. My honorable mentions: Giancarlo Stanton, Jose Altuve, and Matt Kemp.
Thank you for mentioning one of them.
Matt Kemp is
Thank
so
you.
good.
But no, the best player to wear 27 is
Mike Trout.
Mike Nelson Trout.
Shout out. Don't know Jack.
Yep.
28.
28. We got this article has Burt Blyleven.
Fuck. So do I.
Okay.
That's like the 16th time that's happened.
Yeah.
It'll stop here soon.
Oh.
Can I be biased and say Nolan Arenado? No, it's
That's really
That's a
not
valid
a terrible
It's Burt Blyleven.
answer.
It's Burt Blyleven, though. I mean, yeah,
You could make a
as
case
good
for
as
Nolan.
Nolan's been, yeah.
that is true. That is
29.
true.
Adrian Beltre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even want to discuss why. He's so great. He's so great at everything.
Yeah, he
I forgot that he wore 29.
So 30s where I feel like I might differentiate.
So-
I've never heard of this guy before I did this list, and I might be stupid for that.
what? Okay. Who do you have?
Willie Randolph.
When did he play?
I don't know.
1907.
1970s,
This article has
70s, 80s.
this article has Tim Raines.
I was gonna.
So
say,
he wasn't even my honorable mention. That was Nolan Ryan.
I was gonna say Nolan Ryan did not wear 30.
Yes, he did.
No, he did.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
It's on the list, brother.
Did he?
Oh shit, he did. Whenever he was on the Mets, and the California Angels. Okay, I associate him with 34.
Oh, he ain't my pick for that either.
Well, neither
Never
is-
mind. I lied.
Shout out Sean Armstrong. Anyway,
Okay.
I'll go Orlando Cepeda for the best player. to wear
Okay.
30.
Okay. I respect that. 31.
Gregory Maddox.
Ditto.
Yeah, Greg Maddux.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a
No. 32.
This article has Steve Carlton.
This is so frustrating. So do I.
Will it load any slower?
This proves you should be a baseball writer for the New York Times.
You and Truman, they were getting on me. They're like, "Why are you going into racing?
That's what yeah.
You would be too valuable for a base. Like it's not out of the question.
You
I'll
literally
go-
would be.
I
You'd
could do
be-
both.
I go Sandy Koufax with an honorable mention to Doc Holliday.
Love that.
Okay, I fuck with that. 33.
Larry
My number.
Walker.
Larry Walker.
Eddie Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
I didn't think about Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray's great.
I already said what my 34 was, and I'm sure there's going to be the same.
Nolan Ryan with an
Yeah.
honorable mention to
David
one of my
Ortiz.
favorite players of all time, Big Papi.
Yep, I had the same exact thing on here. I like David Ortiz more as a person than I did as a player.
Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to not. Even Yankees fans can't hate.
He's a good
David
dude.
Ortiz.
I was
He's a
sad when he
funny
got
guy.
shot. I thought he was going to die.
Yankees fans can
Funny
hate
guy to be
anyone.
around.
They do. They hate their own players.
Dude, they were booing them,
Bro,
bro, in
same,
like
but-
July, saying their season is over. Now they're in the World Series.
Yankees fans are the second most of the Dodgers in terms of spoiled.
I
fan
saw.
bases.
I'm so mad that's the World Series.
Oh, me
I'm,
too.
It's
I'm not
gonna be
watching
so bad.
it.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah, it's so bad.
I'm boycotting it with no run first innings.
The Yankees. You know how they are every offseason on Twitter that they talk about signing everybody, and somebody's like, we're so brought down by the DJ LeMahieu contract. It's not fair. We can't sign Soto.
And Gleyber Torres, they hate him too.
Yeah, and I think Walker Buehler was like put on there. It's like, you don't need all these players. You're in the World Series.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're not brought down.
Also,
Anyways,
Walker Buehler kind of sucks.
yeah, he does. 35,
Kinda. The Rockies own him.
which is kind of sad in its own right. 35.
Phil Niekro.
Yep.
Frank Thomas.
Shout out Brendan
Ooh, better
Crawford.
pick. No.
Fuck him.
One of the best defensive shortstops ever.
And underrated offensively.
Yes.
And one of the worst decisions that John Mosaic has made in the last 5 years, which is
Okay,
saying
here-
a lot.
Here's Jared Weaver.
36. Go ahead, sorry.
Also, in theory, the move by John Mosaic was a smart one.
No, it wasn't.
Until because the whole
Until
thing,
Mason Wynn, because they didn't think Mason Wynn was going to be as good as he was.
and it was also supposed to be until
Why did they
Tommy
think
Edman
that?
came back
Because he
and-
sucked last year, and when he was in the majors, or like 20, last year till. So I mean, it's
I thought
valid.
he was going to be good.
I didn't.
did.
Honestly, I'll admit I didn't think he was going to be that good right away. I knew he was going to get there. I thought he was going to struggle at first, and he just didn't.
Do I know more than John Mozeliak?
Probably, I do.
That's not saying a lot.
36.
This article has Gaylord Perry.
So do I.
That's what I was going to say with a shout out
Got to
to
have
Joe
his name
Nathan.
on there. Lucas is our Gaylord. 37.
That's not normal.
I thought you were going to shout out Gaylord Perry because I guess you've seen him play, Josh. You've seen everyone play.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, my
37.
God.
I have Dave Steeb.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
what this article
that's a good
has
one.
too.
Honorable mention to Kenny Rogers.
Ooh. Yeah, I can't listen to his music. I know it's two different guys, but.
I'm trying to find a random person on this list. Hold on. Shout out RJ Alvarez.
Ooh, I remember him.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
38.
Oh my god.
Kurt Schilling.
Kurt Schilling.
Yep.
Yep.
39.
Dave Parker.
Oh my God. Yep. I also mentioned Roy Campanella.
So did this article.
Did you agree with Kurt Schilling at 38?
Yeah, I said Kurt Schilling. Yeah, I'll also go Dave Parker.
Number
With a
40.
shout out to Kevin Kiermaier.
Oh, okay. I fuck with that. 40 is where I know I'm unique.
Are you?
What's the list say?
Bartolo Colon.
Fuck.
I know I'm unique. I knew.
Bartolo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go big sexy. For
Very like 40 was very like
large,
not.
attractive.
Also, holy fuck. I forgot how many teams he was on.
Yeah, I think that's why people forget he wore 40 on like every
Just
team.
crazy. He wore it on the Indians, the Expos, the White Sox, the Angels, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Athletics, the Mets, the Braves, the Twins, and the Rangers.
So
that dude literally saves a lot of my immaculate grids.
yeah, him and Edwin Jackson. People forget because he was fat and bad by the end of his career. He had a pretty good peak.
Also, yeah, the fact that he pitched up to 2018
Yeah, that also helped.
is insane.
41.
Tom Seaver.
Seaver.
Okay.
That's an easy one.
Yep. 40.
Jackie Robinson.
Shout out Mariano Rivera. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to go the opposite way. I was going to say...
Racist.
You're going to say Mariano?
He's
Well,
racist.
okay, Mariano for
No,
one
it's not
reason and
good.
one reason only. Mariano is hands down the best relief pitcher of all
Jackie
time.
Robinson wasn't.
Jackie
Oh,
Robinson
unless you
is
talk
not
to
getting
Austin
back.
Hedges. Because he thinks it's
No,
Class A.
100% shout out to Jackie Robinson
Not there
because
yet.
even when you don't even look at baseball
Yeah, you
numbers,
know
you
it.
see 42 and you associate with Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
But yeah.
43.
Dennis Eckersley.
Yep, Dennis Eckersley.
Izzy?
What?
44.
Henry Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously Hank Aaron is the greatest player to wear 44. Two quick shout outs though. One of them to Reggie Jackson, the other one to Jason Isringhausen.
Was
Wonder why.
Reggie Jackson the guy that said the N-word on live TV?
What?
Yes.
Yes.
That happened?
During the Negro League game.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he got
And I think
treated.
they just kind of let it
and
fly
he
because
he said it a couple times, and I mean, it was
At
he was
that point,
talking
you
about
kinda
a
have to-
story,
yeah.
so you kind of have to, yeah. I thought that was hilarious.
45. I hope this is easy.
Bobby
It
Gibson.
Yeah. But shout out
Martinez.
Shout out Pedro. I had Pedro.
I think
as my
Pedro-
honorable mention.
I think Pedro is better than
Are you factoring in the tougher competition?
I'm factoring in the tougher competition.
I can agree
and
with that.
I'm also factoring in that his peak was longer,
Okay, that's valid.
in a more offensive ballpark, in a more like in the peak of the steroid era.
That's valid.
The dude had a 1.90 ERA in the fucking steroid era and won the Triple Crown. Like, that's fucking insane.
My thing with Bob Gibson is obviously the Cardinal bias, but they also changed the rules because he was so good. That says a lot.
I get that too.
I think both are right.
Bob Gibson's in my top 5.
Yeah,
easily. He's easily a top 5 pitcher. I just think that there's a few. I would argue top 4, but I think Maddox, Johnson, and Pedro were all better than him.
That's valid.
Randy Johnson,
46.
Andy Pettit.
Yep. With the shout out to Craig Kimbrell.
After 47, when this gets to be fun. 47.
Tom Glavine.
Yep. 48.
I'm just kidding.
Harrison Bader. Oh my God.
honorable mention is Torrey Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, Torrey Hunter. I have to look up this one.
I used Rick Ruschel.
That's what this list used.
Oh my God, I'm so boring.
As an honorable mention.
Oh, okay. Sandoval. That's so fun. Oh
Yeah,
my
he's a
God.
pitcher now.
Yeah.
Professionally.
Of course, every fat out of shape guy's going to be a pitcher. Maybe I should try to be a pitcher.
Yeah, that's what this list had. That's something.
Fun. Are you wanting to...
I was gonna hold on. Let me look at the list of 48 and see.
I'm looking at the list of 49, and my pick's going to make me sad.
Shout out to
my...
Hold on, let me find a random one. Felipe Alou.
I don't remember him. 49, my honorable mention is Ron Guidry.
That's who they picked.
And I picked Tom Cannadati.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't either.
I was going to say Tim Wakefield.
Oh, that's a good
RIP.
pick. That's a good pick. 50.
RIP. Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
And I honorable mention to Adam
Wainwright. Yep.
51. There's
Randy
two
Johnson.
right answers for this one, and they both came from the same team.
Randy Johnson.
Yep. And
Randy
honorable
Johnson.
mention to Ichiro.
Yep.
52.
CC Sabathia.
That's what I have too.
I now always remember that Snapchat memory of yours when I think of CC Sabathia.
Huh?
Oh, you'll have to.
I'll show it to you later.
What?
I have a Snapchat memory from the 2015, 2017 playoffs of CC Sabathia where I put the fat filter on him. Anyways, 53.
Don Drysdale.
Yep. But mention future Hall of Famer, nobody will prove me wrong, Bobby Abreu.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Valid. I really like Bobby Abreu. He was insanely underrated, but Don Drysdale's
I would say Don Drysdale too.
54.
Goose.
Yep.
For whatever reason, I associate that number with Jaime Garcia, but yeah, Goose Gossage.
Same. I had a shirt of Jaime's. 55.
The thing I
know
like.
what Izzy's going to pick.
Hang on.
Well, go ahead.
The thing I like.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. That's crazy. Oral Hershiser. I was like, what? I thought that was going to be a statement, like you were going to say something. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go Oral Hershiser, but a shout out to Tim Lincecum.
That's high. I didn't put him as an honorable mention, but you can because that's valid.
Top 5 peak ever as a pitcher.
56.
Mark Burley.
Man,
I feel like he's incredibly underrated.
I have to preface. I didn't know this New York Times article existed.
I looked it up earlier, and it was the top one, and I'm like, I know he didn't look it up because you're too smart to have to look things up.
So I just agreed. My 56 was Mark Burley.
I'll go with Mark Burley.
57. They're gonna have the same one I have.
Johan Santana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's easy. That's an easy one.
All right, 58.
This is where we're gonna.
I think this is where it starts to be a lot of current players.
These guys.
Jonathan Papelbon.
That is not who
That's
I picked.
who they picked.
I picked Luis Castillo.
Ooh.
Because
that's a good one. Yeah.
I think. The article might be old. I think at this point, Luis Castillo is overtaking Jonathan Papelbon.
23.7 WAR. Holy shit.
Yeah, good player. I think you have to go with him. I mean, Papelbon would probably be the second.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, you want to move? I just didn't know.
Yeah, I'll agree with Wait, who did you say again? God damn.
Luis Castillo.
Yeah, Luis Castillo.
59.
This article went with Cookie.
So did Josh.
Yeah.
Cookie.
Carlos
Carrasco.
Oh.
Who just elected
still kicking around.
He just elected minor league free agency.
Good at a job.
Horrible.
He is really bad. Honestly, he wasn't that bad last year, but for a playoff team, yeah, no.
But like he also his life is
good guy. Seems like a good guy. Cool mustache.
I'll go with him as well.
60.
Big D, Dallas Keuchel.
His wife, she used to be one of the MLB Network ladies. I forgot her name. Kelly something. Smoke show.
Honorable mention to Jesse Chavez, but yeah, I'll agree with Dallas Keuchel.
Love that. Dallas Keuchel was my pick. 61. There's one right answer here.
What's
Levon Hernandez.
Yeah, that's what this.
El Duque, I think. Was that his brother? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned Bronson Arroyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bronson
he's fun.
Arroyo.
He's also is one of my favorite baseball memories. Whenever fucking A-Rod slapped the ball out of his glove, and then he's like, "I didn't do anything wrong."
I love his leg kick.
Very good.
62.
Jose Quintana.
Yeah, that's who I picked too. 63.
Rafael
Rafael
Betancourt.
Betancourt.
Yeah.
Shout out Justin Masterson. Because I don't even think I think I just wanted to mention him. I think that was the only reason I put it. I didn't even put honorable mention. I just put Justin Masterson in parentheses.
I'll go with that. Rafael Betancourt.
64.
Emilio Bonifacio.
I picked Dean Kramer.
Well, I think
Emilio Bonifacio is like bottom of the barrel.
I think this article didn't put active players besides like the really good ones.
I mean, that says a lot. It says a lot about the number 64.
I'm looking at some of the highest.
Emilio
awards.
Bonifacio.
Dean Kramer's right up there, isn't he?
I think I like Dean
4.2.
Kramer.
Yeah.
He's
Fucking
good.
out.
He's Jewish, right? He was on the team Israel, right?
Are you serious? That's what you remember about him?
Yes, he's not very.
Are you shocked that that's what you remember about him?
I probably should
Shout out to the
because mine is
turtle.
worse.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said mine is worse. I remember sitting at work betting a no-run first inning, and he got it for me against the Mariners.
Go Dean Kramer.
Yeah.
65.
James Paxton.
Yep.
This article has Phil Hughes at 65.
What? That guy sucked. No, it's James Paxton. James Paxton had a good career.
Hold on, I'm looking at what they say. Phil Hughes had an admirable career for a variety.
But James Paxton had a good career, not an admirable career. So that's weird. This might be a whole like when this article was written kind of thing.
Yeah, it's fair too.
Well, we'll see. I don't say when it's written at the bottom. I think
66. I hope we all agree because he's one of my
Yasiel
favorite
Puig.
players
I
ever.
hate the guy. Yeah. Yasiel Puig.
I loved Yasiel
I couldn't
Puig.
fucking stand him. I thought he was a fucking
He
cocky
was,
dick.
but he was before his time. If he was around today and he didn't beat his sister, wife, girlfriend, he would have been beloved.
Sister, wife,
He was also a fucking clubhouse cancer, though.
That's fine.
No one
We loved
liked
him. 67.
I'm just gonna.
I didn't. I promise.
You should just say it.
Seth Lugo.
You picked Seth,
Seth
Lugo.
Lugo.
Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna go Seth Lugo too.
This article picked Francisco Cordova.
So that was my honorable
I'm
mention.
surprised your honorable mention wasn't who
People with that last name are no more than honorable mentions.
That's what I'm saying.
I. Honestly,
Shout out Matt Bowman.
There it is.
Okay. 68.
Also, shout out Miguel Andujar. Anyway.
Really?
Dylan Betanzas.
Man, this list really killed my flow. Yes, I also
I'll go
picked
Dylan
Allen.
Betanzas as well.
There was like one option for 69.
Bronson
Yeah.
Arroyo.
Yeah.
So, which
He
is
only
just
wore it like
funny.
1 year.
16. Yeah, it was 2000 to 2002.
There's only like
with the
6
pick.
people ever to wear that number. Which I think I get it. Like a sex number. How
There's got to
funny.
be some like.
Yeah.
I
They
feel
don't
like,
even give it out in spring training for most
I feel
teams.
like they need to.
Did you know
give
it's
it to,
banned
like,
in the NBA?
It
No,
is?
I think I think it's like low key banned in the MLB. Like they don't do it a lot. There was a guy that wore it this year, Eric Yang on the Reds. He made one plate appearance. Anyways, 70. If it picks mine, I'm gonna. This is so frustrating.
George Contos.
George
That's what this
Contos. Oh
picked,
my
yeah.
god.
I wanted to say Tyler Lyons just to be different. But
Oh, I like that pick
Tyler
more.
Lyons.
71.
Wade Davis.
Josh Hader.
I'll go Josh Hader too.
Josh Hader better than Wade Davis at this point in time.
Yes. Again, I don't know when this article was written.
Yeah, I
I'm just
think that-
bringing
yeah.
a different perspective
Yeah,
from the,
I like this perspective. I
the
think this
liberal
is good.
New York folks.
Me too. 72.
Carlton Fisk.
Who was that?
Really?
What?
I have no idea.
The
who
guy
is.
that Fair was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy that waved at Fair in Boston. You know that
Oh.
famous home run at World Series. I think.
Yeah.
That's all I know him for. He was a catcher, right?
Yep, catcher.
Yeah.
For
He
the
also only.
Red Sox and White Sox.
Oh, never mind. He wore it for 12 years. Okay.
You agree on Fisk?
Yeah. I agree.
So this one's fun. 73.
Tony Phillips.
I
is
did.
who they have.
So I picked.
know who that is.
Ricardo Rincon.
I picked Ricardo Rincon with the Moneyball in mind, but my honorable mention. I hate to do this.
He doesn't.
Felipe Vasquez.
Oh, well, I can't fit.
He was also
man.
good in minors.
Oh.
Felipe.
We've made a lot of jokes like that today.
we really have.
He
oh, God.
was really kind of good.
He was.
The
which
nightmare.
It sucks to know what he did.
And when you wear a number like that, you're going to be high up. 74.
Henley.
Yeah.
Henley Jansen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glad we agree. 75, same way.
It is.
It is?
Barry Zito.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. I forget that he wore that number.
I just didn't know if there was other ones.
I start associating like these 70s numbers with hockey numbers now.
Wouldn't have been able to do that. 76.
Well,
this
anytime I
is
see the
just
number 74,
weird.
I automatically think of TJ Oshie.
Who'd you... Yeah. Go TJ Oshie. Oh, he's out for the whole season. Anyway.
God damn. He's still playing? Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
Was it?
76. Who do you have?
Jose Caballero.
So this one...
would-
this one has Jose Iglesias from the Red Sox in 2011.
1 year. So my honorable mention was Hector Velasquez. Do you remember him on the Red Sox? He was a relief. So I remember Hector Velasquez because remember when they did the MLB Japan thing where they sent a team of players over there and played? They took him to Hiroshima and he posted on his Instagram story with a bomb emoji and said "atomic bomb" with an exclamation point from the fucking memorial. So I definitely wanted to tell that story. So I did. Great.
I'll go Jesus Sanchez just to be different.
Oh, we all picked different ones this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's 7. There's like 4 people.
Yeah, it's not we're picking from the bottom of the barrel.
77. And I want to preface, I made this list before the postseason.
Joe Medwick.
Andy Ibanez.
You can't put him as the best 77.
Let's see what Izzy says.
It's his list. God damn it.
Well, like he hit 1 homer or whatever he did. I don't even know what he did.
I made this before the postseason.
That's funny.
There wasn't many 77s.
Joe
Yeah, there
Medwick.
isn't really much.
That's what they have.
I don't even think he was on there.
I could go Von Rodriguez, but he wore it for 1 year.
Yeah, that was my thing with Andy. He wore it multiple times.
I'll
Joe
go,
Medwick wore it for 2
I'll
years.
go Joe Jimenez because he's worn it the longest.
No, that's probably a better pick than Andy Ibanez. Yeah.
Dumbass.
78.
I just love subtly calling you a dumbass.
This
I love it.
article has Julio Urias as the.
He wore it 1 year. Yeah, I picked
did.
Yannier Cano.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I'll go with him. I'll agree with you for once.
Yeah, Urias wore it in 2016 with the
He
Dodgers,
was a
and then
rookie, I
like
remember that. And went to 7.
Jesus.
got
Then
arrested or
beat his
whatever he did.
girlfriend.
And fell.
79. This should be.
Jose Abreu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
Sneaky
easy one.
Hall of Fame case, by the way.
Very true.
80. This is where this gets to be kind of.
Who did you pick?
Anthony Bender.
Ryan Eads is who this list
I've
has.
heard of him,
Oh, I'll also go with
unfortunately.
Anthony
He was a relief pitcher on the Twins in
Yep.
2019.
I unfortunately knew that.
Yeah.
Kumar Rocker.
81. Oh, that honestly, give it a year, that's going to hold up. 81.
This list just doesn't have 81 on it.
Future Rookie of the Year, Luis Gil. I don't know.
Heel? Yeah.
Gil. Gil. Fish.
Heel. Shout out Sean Armstrong, who wore every number ever. Anyway.
Because he was on every team ever.
Yeah. I'm going to pick a random one. Go Rhett Lauder. I hope your career's good.
Well, that's probably not that bad. 82.
Literally, I'm just going. This one, I'm just going to go strictly off
Johnny
of WAR.
Lazor.
I picked Bailey Ober.
I was also going to go Bailey Ober.
He only wore it for
strictly
1
off of-
year,
You can't tell
strictly
this
off of
article
WAR.
picked people that wore stuff in the 40s
Yeah.
when we get up here.
Yep. 83.
Eric Gagne.
Brennan Bernardino.
Justin Turner for the 1 year he was on the Orioles.
I did not know he wore 83.
Neither did
shout
I
out.
until I'm looking at it right now. It's looking at his WAR.
Oh shit! Yeah, I put Valente Bayozo on there, the Marlins pitcher, and that says a lot because I made this in August when he had been in the majors for a
It
year.
does say a lot.
84.
Prince Fielder.
I put Dylan Cease because
Prince
Fielder only wore it on the Rangers and he got injured in
wore
Cease's.
3 years.
Yeah, I'll also go Dylan Cease.
Hey, was it 3 years? I mean, Cease.
2014
I don't even
to
know if Cease came up when 2019 when this list was put together.
Andre's legend, Dylan.
True, I
Cease.
don't know whether he
Yeah,
was made.
Should've
Put
been
Dylan
Cardinals.
Cease. 85.
And we have to pay him.
This article has Luis Sessa.
I have Dustin May.
I'll also go Dustin.
I
May.
feel like you can make a case for Sessa.
Dustin May, like I hope he comes back and good. What he do? Like was it Dustin May that like tore his esophagus open?
Yeah.
which is on
Insane.
on a chip or something. That's
Yeah.
scary. New
Yeah,
fear.
yeah. I think we talked about. I think we had that exact conversation when it happened. 86.
Charlie Schmidt.
Clark Schmidt.
This
Are you
article,
sure?
Clark Schmidt.
This article for
I love
86
Clark
says
Schmidt.
Never
I did see he's
worn.
pretty good.
I've
Well,
never
Clark-
heard of him until just 5 seconds.
You've never
ago.
heard of Clark
Are you
Schmidt?
serious?
I'm being dead serious.
He was
I've
like a
never heard of
really.
Clark
He was
Schmidt.
really
starter.
good. Yeah, he was really good.
So that tells you when this article was made because it
I
says
think
it was
probably
never
end of
worn.
2019 because the first time it was worn was 2020 in the COVID year. It was Jesus Cruz and
Shout
the
out.
Cardinals. Don't ask me.
I mean,
Just
I
keep-
guess
just keep
Clark
going.
Schmidt is the best one.
Yeah.
I don't even know any of those other people.
87.
Juan Lagares.
Ooh, I picked Tyler Holton.
But I'm gonna pick my own.
Tigers legend.
Yeah, he's really good.
Shout out
Nasty.
Juan Lagares. Shout
You're gonna
out.
agree on that?
Yeah.
88. Easy.
88.
Your list isn't gonna
Albert
have him. Luis Robert.
Luis Robert, yeah.
Albert. Well, Luis
Although
Robert,
whenever
he
he's-
sucks this year.
He's still. I mean,
Although
was so
88
bad.
also reminds me of the rookie season of Torrey Holt. whenever
Shout
he was
out,
on the Rams, so-
Dude, some of these.
Outman. There's an Outman on there. I don't remember his name. First name.
It also says 89 was never worn.
I put Tanner Houck.
Yeah, I'll put Tanner Houck too.
I remember
Jason
when he was
Dominguez.
90.
This list says Adam Simber.
So does Josh.
Oh, okay.
He's like one of like 4 to wear 90.
Isn't he the Blue
Then I'll go
Jays
with that.
reliever?
I'll agree
Yeah.
with both of them.
He might be in the minors of the Angels.
And he
now.
throws underhand.
Yeah, wacky. He does a little hop before he pitches, like on the mound.
People keep
Goofy.
stealing on him.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would too.
Would you?
I mean, no, I wouldn't go anywhere. 91.
Trying to wait for it to
Look
load.
up.
It's being
I put Alfredo Aceves.
91. No, not 61. 91.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you.
He was pretty decent. I mean, there's not a whole lot of option.
There really isn't.
Shout out Austin Kitchen.
We're literally picking from the bottom of the board.
We are. This is so bad.
92. I think there's like one.
92.
Never
It
won.
says never won.
Genesis Cabrera.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with Genesis.
Shout out
93.
Pat Neshek.
Oh, I picked Jimmy Garcia.
I'll go with Pat Neshek just to be different.
Yeah, I like Pat Neshek. 94.
This one has Jose Mesa.
I picked Delia Hinojosa.
We're at 94?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to 95.
Oswaldo Cabrera for 95. He's not going to be on your list.
No. Let me look up my own. Is that like the only good one?
I think so. I mean, he's not very good. He's on there.
Yeah, it's kind of had to
Oh,
be Oswaldo
yeah.
Cabrera.
There's literally 4 of them.
Yep.
Shout out Trevor Rogers.
Well. 96. I picked Bill
That's what this list
Boycell
picked. Yeah.
and mentioned Tommy Hunter because
Yeah, I'll go Tommy Hunter too. I did not
97.
realize that Naftali Feliz was still in the league in 2021.
I know who 97 is going to have. There's only 2 of them. Your list is going to say Joe Beimel. Yep. And I also mentioned Ron Marinaccio because he's the only other person ever to wear it.
Okay.
Interesting.
98. Padre legend Randy Vasquez. Your list is probably going to say Onlecky Garcia.
That is exactly who it says. Yes.
Yep. And then 99.
Manny.
Really? Aaron Judge.
I like
It
Manny.
says maybe in a couple years, Aaron Judge.
So,
but
well,
they they picked
Manny wore it like for 1 year. So
2008 to 2010 with the Dodgers and the 2010.
He was
with
at the
White
Dodgers for 3 years. Wow.
So Taguchi.
Love it.
I'm
Love
just
that.
kidding.
All right.
I'm just kidding. It's
But yeah,
obvious.
Aaron
So-
Judge is definitely the right answer. Wait, let me see if I can find one.
As much as I hate to say it, it is
He's good as me.
Aaron Judge.
So in honor of some of those guys at the bottom of the barrel, the only other segment we've had planned, and I know somebody's excited for it. It's guys naming dudes. We totally ripped that off. Brian, you're going to be very good at this.
This article was made March 30th, 2020.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
COVID times.
Yeah.
I had a math test that day and I failed it.
Why do you remember that?
Crazy.
I remember
were still
going-
in,
make fun
you were
of my
still in
memory.
school in March 30th of 2020.
Yeah, I still was.
I wasn't. I got out on March.
Dude, I think I
9th.
got like a 65 in that math class. I was awful, man.
All right.
Awful.
So I saw this on
Guys
TikTok.
I love the segment, by the way.
This one?
Guys naming dude.
I'm sure
I
you
watch
love.
them on TikTok. Yeah, I watch them on TikTok all the time.
So the premise is it's a big thing on TikTok right now for basketball.
Yeah.
But I talked with Izzy before. I can't really adequately judge if you guys give me basketball and football.
We can let Brian judge some basketball or football ones.
Oh, yeah, I can do
Can
that.
I do a hockey one?
I don't know.
I have the one name that You don't need to know them.
Well, then
you
spit
judge
it out.
off the name.
Well, go ahead, spit it out.
It's Ivan.
That's
Henry-
a killer
Henry
name.
is-
That is a
Ivan
killer
Ivan.
name.
Oh, that is 'cause of
the
Instagram.
premise of this is how many you want to do 15? Like it's rapid fire, 15
Let's go
rounds.
20.
20. Okay, 20 works.
Oh my
Lowest
God.
score or highest score wins. I'm the judge because I feel like I know enough players.
Because
All
he's
you
gonna
gotta
pull
do.
out. He's gonna pull
Yeah,
out.
it's not fair if I
yeah.
participate. So all you guys got to do are name guys, baseball players.
God. Okay.
Like, and obviously the idea is to deep cuts, right?
Yeah,
So-
deep pulls.
I'll put a randomizer up to see who goes first.
All right.
Um,
I'm so ready for this.
I'm so nervous.
I feel like because we're all kind of the same like frame of baseball. Like, just try not to do any earlier than like 2000.
Damn you!
Oh well, that takes everything away.
Damn you!
Well, if you go and do like fucking like,
Oh, you're doing research for this? I'm going off the top of my dome.
I'm doing. You have to do some research.
no,
I'm
you
going
don't.
off
It's
the-
dome.
I'm
You can't
going
do
off the
research. It's
top of
off
my
the
dome.
dome.
You know the people on those TikToks did hours of research.
Oh, we're
to do
not.
it. We are.
We're
I am
better than
going
that.
off the top of my
Izzy
dumbass
already gets a
dome.
higher
well,
score.
off the dome
Yeah!
is literally 2020s or that's it. You're not gonna think of random people from 2000.
I can.
I mean, you could take your time.
I can think of some guys from the 2000s.
Also, that takes away all of the fun names because we have to do 2000s or later.
Bro, I got so many guys from the 2000s just from watching like
appreciate-
old Cardinals clips.
Like Johnny Dickshot, but okay.
I mean, I would. Izzy
Are you
goes
serious
first.
right now.
I'm going first. Can I go now?
Hold on. We're gonna settle second, and then. Do you guys want to do a snake or just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2? Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, I was
three,
gonna say let's just go. Yeah, 1, 2.
All right, then Lucas, then Brian.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
You knew this has been coming. Benny Agbayani.
See, the more we talk about
But
it,
you had no idea who he was until I said it to you. That needs to at least be a 9. God damn it.
8-3.
You bitch.
Yeah.
Wow.
You bitch. You didn't know about that until I told it to you. Fuck you for that.
Lucas.
Also, this person, I told you about it before. I was gonna do Coco Crisp first, just because he's the best name ever. Also,
4-9.
Shout out to Cannonball Titcomb, by the way. See, that's what I mean. Like
Go Cannonball.
Oh my god, I almost spit out my water.
Cannonball Titcomb. What do you got, Brian?
Josh almost got a fucking bunch of water to his
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would John Hester count?
I don't know who the hell that is.
What do you mean you don't know who the hell that is?
I don't know who that is.
Backup catcher for the Diamondbacks. Also played on the Angels.
Oh shit, I have heard of him.
You're off.
John Hester, you said?
Yeah.
I might have. Hold on, I gotta have to look him up. I feel like they give me a musical artist. Baseball. Oh, I spelled his name out. John Hester. Oh my god, I do remember this guy.
I don't even know who I'm gonna
Holy
do.
kind of want to
shit, Brian.
I want to
What?
say Matt Bowman, but he talks about him so much that we can't.
9-1.
Fuck.
For John Hester. I remember him.
John Axford.
Oh. 8-9. He was an all-star.
That's,
I mean, the deep
That's
cut.
so. Oh my god, this is so unfair. This is more unfair having you fucking rate this.
Lucas had a 4-9
Dude, this
for
trend
Coco
is so
Crisp.
sick because if you pick all stars, it doesn't count. It has to be like a bozo, basically.
I mean, John Axford was a one-time all-star, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
So I mean, I'll give you that. If he wasn't an all-star, it would have been pretty. I mean, I'm not going to give out 10s unless you pull out a perfect name.
Okay, that's fair.
Really?
Lucas-
Well, I thought Benny Agbayani would have been a perfect name.
Well, you talk about him all the time.
Because you had no idea who he was.
What's up, Lucas?
I don't even know, man. Because we took all my names away that I was going to do. Because
We took them?
Yeah, nobody
I've got-
knows who Cannonball Titcomb
That's
is.
the point. That's the point. That's the
No,
point.
the point is to go off your dome.
No, that's not the point. I don't know.
I got two names already in my dome.
There's not. I can't think of weird names at the moment.
We're not talking about names. We're just talking about
Like the random, like the most random,
like
players
guys
you
we
can think
forgot
of.
about.
Can we use active players?
Yeah.
You're not,
Probably score's probably not gonna be as
forgetting
great,
about active
but-
players?
Darn.
I don't know. I probably won't after those sporkles, but
You should be banned from their website.
some people agree.
Some people agree. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, please press 1 or hang up. Sir.
The look that Josh has on his face.
I'm
oh
just
my God,
waiting.
this is so-
I don't know, man.
Spit some out.
I don't know. Because I was gonna do people from the.
Well, we're not looking for good names. We're just looking for guys.
Drew Stubbs.
Well, the better.
Yeah, like Drew Stubbs.
Well,
His batting average was horrible. I like really bad
That's a
players.
really good one.
Yeah, actually, it's
That's a really fucking good one.
I would have given that one a high 9.
I'm going 9-5 on Drew Stubbs.
I
What
like
you got,
bad
Lucas?
who is Drew Stubbs? I don't even know who that is.
I remember the
I
name.
did too. He
Giants
was
player 2017.
played for the
Batting average
Reds.
was like
Nationals, I think was. Yeah, he was bad.
he was
on
like
the
his batting
Rockies.
average was like 0.95
He's
or something.
terrible.
I'm just gonna pick Sean Jelly for now
Who's that?
until I
That's not a bad
actually
one.
think of people to
5'3".
use because
We'll do 5'4" for your height.
I was gonna.
My turn.
Yeah.
Edward Mujica.
Ooh. 8-8.
So
Because I mean, with the Cardinal, I mean,
8-3, 8-9, and 8-8 are my
Yeah.
scores. Okay.
Brian's putting up some legacy numbers over here. Drew does a good pull.
Yeah, that was a good pull.
Back to Lucas again.
You don't have 3 to 5 business days this time.
No, but I don't. I can't,
We close at 1, sir.
dude. I don't. My memory of irrelevancy is bad.
Would you like to be the judge?
I mean, I could be.
This ain't fair though.
I'll keep it fair. I'll keep it.
No,
fair.
you won't.
Yes, I
No,
will.
we won't. Why
I'll
would
keep
you
it.
do
I'll
that?
keep it fair. I'll keep it fair. Lucas, would you like to be the? Would you like to transfer the judge and start over?
Sure.
Okay. No. Same order. I'll step in for Lucas.
Let me pull up my notes quickly. Oh, that was my note from yesterday that I told you.
Got a
about.
stretch here.
Can I at least keep my?
cheated
Can I
on
at
me
least keep my
yesterday again.
scores?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were your scores?
8-3, 8-9, 8-8, and Brian's were 9-1, 9-5. and I'll take your 2 scores because I think that'll put me behind the 8 ball. So give me a 4-9 and a 5-4.
Okay, that's fair at least. So is it your turn now to name a dude?
Whenever he's
We're
ready.
not beating Josh.
We're not. No.
Whenever he's ready.
We're doomed.
Combined, we might match his score.
This is so unfair. Now I want to
I know,
switch it
right?
to football just so I can.
Same.
accent.
I also want to switch this to football because I have some great football.
I mean, y'all
Wait,
can really do whoever
Okay, he
you want.
knows a little bit more about other sports. I guess we could go like basketball and football too.
Okay, that's fair. I'm keeping mine to baseball though.
All right,
Okay, that's
we're
fair.
good.
Drew Storen.
Who in God's name is that?
How do you guys not know who Drew Storen
the
is?
The name
He was an
familiar.
all-star.
What for? Who?
The Nationals. He was their closer for a long time.
I'm gonna go 8-2.
It was before Lucas cared.
Yeah,
That's why.
I didn't care about baseball till like 20. I don't even know.
You retired in 2017. That's probably why.
Yeah, that's about when.
At 29. Anyway, okay, fine. Brian,
So you said we get to pick.
you can go all sports
You can
now
pick
because
us.
Lucas knows more about it than I do.
As long as it's somewhat relevant in the NFL or in the NBA or in the NHL, then it's fine.
Does MLB count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Brandon Boggs? He had 2 RBIs, I think 2 home runs, somewhere in there.
Brandon Boggs.
Yeah, Brandon Boggs
Brandon
played for the
Boggs.
Rangers and the Brewers. Last season was 2011.
Does that person exist?
I don't know who that is.
I've never heard of that guy
Hold
either.
on. Oops. Let me make sure.
I'm thinking of some.
He's
I'm
not
thinking of some-
wrong.
I'm thinking of some
nine.
mid 2000s Astros right now.
I got to get my hood up and focus.
If I have to look up to see if somebody existed, that's
That's pretty bad.
That should
on
automatically be a
person's
9,
behalf.
yeah.
that's what yeah.
Jose Vizcaíno.
Oh, I love that. We'll go 8-6.
Oh my God! What do I have to do to get a goddamn 9?
Easy. What do I?
All right,
have to do?
encyclopedia.
Jeff Bianchi.
Who?
Jeff Bianchi. Bianchi.
When did he play?
Mid 2010s of the Brewers and the Red Sox. He might have been a Yankee. Bianchia.
Why do I know so many Brewers?
I'll give you an 8-9 for that. I'm gonna be a
You had
harder.
to look up fucking Brandon Boggs.
Yeah, I wanted him. I don't
Yeah,
always trust him anyway.
That is so unfair. If I wasn't
racist.
gambling right now, I'd be offended.
All right, Brian, who do you got?
Yeah.
That ugly Brewers guy. I'm trying to think.
That really narrows it
2014.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
Are you thinking of Matt Garza?
No,
The guy that looked like-
Caleb Gindel.
I hate that I know who that is. I remember Caleb
Caleb
Gindel was an
Gindel.
outfielder.
So we're tied for home runs, actually. What? We both
I
have
hate
0.
that I know who Caleb Gindel is.
8-4.
Okay.
Well, you're going to have to break me and Brian on the same scale. All right, Izzy.
I'll go into basketball. Norris Cole.
I know who that is.
I'm gonna go.
Finally, I know who somebody is.
I'm gonna go 8-3.
You know, I think we would get bonus points if we were gay. We'll never know.
Okay.
And I don't like that.
All right, Josh.
Greg Dobbs,
Greg Dobbs. Who is that fella?
one of the best pinch hitters ever.
Well, that's got to be an accolade.
They used to say it on MLB The Show when he was on the Marlins. He played on a couple teams.
In 15 years, people are going to say Miles Mastrobuoni or whatever his name is.
Greg,
8-5.
Greg Dobbs' career WAR was -3.5.
8-5.
Okay.
Okay, Brian.
Vlaco Chanchar,
Who the fuck?
What?
NBA player. You don't know Vlaco?
I don't know who that
I don't
is.
know.
How do you
Vlaco.
spell that?
VLATKO.
We're doing 20 rounds, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm starting to regret 20 rounds.
Fucking lock in here.
I'm fucking regretting this shit.
Currently play? No. But whatever. 9-2 because that's great. Okay, Isward.
I'm going to go to football and say Zach Stacy.
That's fun. It's not as fun as the other ones though. I'll go
Do you remember him, Brian?
Who? Zach Stacy?
7.
Former Rams running back.
0.7.
Yeah, I said running back. I just didn't get the Rams part right.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
That should have... This was amongst NFL fans. It would be at least an 8.
You know what's really hard about the deep pools, though, for the NBA? a lot of those trash guys end up being coaches
Right.
that everybody knows.
Oh yeah, like blanking on his name.
Luke Walton.
Ty Lue.
Tyler was
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
All right,
Doc Rivers.
Yeah, he was terrible as a player.
It's going to be a surface level pull. Jonathan Broxton.
I remember him.
Jonathan, that's a good one. I'll go 8.
I'm getting graded on a fucking curve.
No, you're not.
You're getting Andrew graded.
not in
Yeah.
comparison to
Getting
anybody
more
else.
getting graded.
No, you're not.
Oh, I got a good pull that he's gonna enjoy.
Okay, Brian.
Or Luke.
Mohamed Gaye.
Well, who?
Fuck.
Okay, fine. I'll help you. This guy, the Senegalese player. He's
Where?
really bad. You said what?
Where is he from? Sudan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. He said Sudanese. Okay, I was like, what the fuck did you just say?
Bro, he's really ugly. Look at this.
Oh, oh my god, he's terrifying.
I'll go 9.
Wouldn't see him in an alleyway.
It's like when you leave some wax out for too long.
I'll go 9, I guess.
Is he?
Michael Sam.
That's crazy that you'd say he'd like that.
I'm going 9. Just
Yes! Finally!
You're just loathing this.
well, apparently I'm grading him on a curve, so
Former Twins outfielder turned Cardinal minor league relief pitcher Jordan Schaefer.
Did you just say his social security number and everything in between? Who was that?
I'm gonna go 8.8. That's your second highest.
We could literally do this for a whole fucking episode.
Probably.
I could do this forever. This is my thing. I could do this for days.
Okay, Brian,
I could do this around the fire tomorrow night.
Who do you got?
Desagna Diop from the 2012
He just
2013
smokes Chinese or something.
from the 2012-2013 season. He had 0.7 points per game.
I think when did you start watching baseball?
What?
Desagna Diop.
9.1.
He had 0.7 points, which is
appreciate my
a
next
little
one,
bit higher than what I had
think.
that year. 2.3 rebounds and 0.8 assists.
I gave him 9.1.
Yeah.
How do I not get a
that should
10
be
for that?
At least 7 points for
His
just
own
saying
parents
it.
probably don't know him, and you didn't give me credit for that.
What you got, Izzy?
Who do you got, Izzy?
Oh my gosh. I think I should go back to baseball. Shoot.
This might not be as deep of a poll as my next one as I think it's going to be.
Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
Could be any sport.
Brad Osmus.
Ooh.
It's the second time we brought him up today.
Yeah.
8.7.
Okay, I'll take it.
Jason Kubel.
Love that 9.
Do you know who that is?
I do.
I don't.
Okay. How the fuck do you know who that is?
I don't know.
And you don't.
I know who that is. I've heard the name before, and I've
Yeah, he had a natural cycle one time.
That's fun. That's got to be hard.
I just thought of another guy that
boy.
will be great to bring up whenever I mention his name.
Okay, Brian.
Nate Washington. Does that count?
That one. Yeah, that one's not as good.
Football?
Yeah, it's not.
6.8.
I'll take it. I deserve to be humble.
Yeah, Brian's been like 9s consistently.
8.9, 9, 8.4, 9.2, 9, 9.1.
Oh, don't worry. I have more.
Yeah, you're good. All right.
Jim Eisenreich. He was a player on the Royals who was traded away from the Royals because he had Tourette's. And he would say stuff that was
How do we spell Eisenreich?
disturbing.
When did he play?
Like the 80s, I think.
1982 through 1998.
We're gonna go.
Oh, that's not a bad poll, actually.
9.3 because I feel bad that he had Tourette's. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, are you serious? He gets sympathy points.
Yeah.
So did Michael Sam.
Man.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to say.
All right.
Brooks Conrad.
What? That's fantastic.
It sounds like a
do you know
military
who that
general.
is?
No.
He was on the Braves. He had a walk-off home run that Chip Carey called.
9.4.
Perfect.
Brooks Conrad? That's.
I think that's it.
All right, Brian.
Yeah.
Bo Outlaw, the 53-year-old former center who played in 2007 for the Magic. He averaged 2 points, 0 rebounds, and 0 assists.
That was on purpose. There's no way that wasn't on purpose.
What?
Nothing. Just the name.
We're getting our asses kicked by Brian.
Yeah,
Brooks Conrad was
I'm
a
gonna
career
go
200
9
pick.
again. Oh, Bo Outlaw. Well, where's. Never mind.
How many rounds have we done?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
We got 11 more. I got to lock in.
Okay.
All right, Izzy.
I'll go back to another former Rams running back who went batshit. Definitely has CTE, Trey Mason.
I used to love Trey Mason, so
I
it's
never
my
heard of him.
bias. 8.9.
8.9? Okay, I'll take it.
Henderson Alvarez.
That's a fun one.
Threw a
I'm going to get
no-hitter.
a bad grade on
I
this.
think he
but I'll
might
accept
have been an all-star. Forgettable though.
8.8. Dick. Well, Brian over here is bringing out the folks that the parents don't even know how to pronounce their names, so I don't.
This one's going to be bad, but I'll accept my 6.5. Deacon Hill.
I've heard of him.
I haven't.
I don't know what sport.
Yeah, I don't know what sport that is.
Football or basketball?
I'll go 6.6.
So college football, he has the lowest QBR ever for a quarterback. He was
Oh, it's
terrible.
college football.
Yeah.
That's why I've heard of him. Okay, I mean, that
He
counts.
He took Iowa to the championship game last year, lost 26-0. They never advanced the ball past the 50.
Fuck Iowa.
If y'all were smart and wanted to appeal to my interest, you would start pulling up hockey players.
I don't know any hockey players.
TJ Oshie.
I'm not going to tickle your fancy.
Like
on-
the new
kidding.
ones that just got drafted.
I'm kidding. I'm not going with that name.
All right, Izzy, who do you got?
me.
You know what? He's been brought up in our group chat a couple times, but he's just such a cool name that I can't not leave him in here. Dude Person.
I feel like I deserve credit for this. Y'all don't know who he is. If it's not for me. I
person.
took pictures of him.
You did take
This
pictures.
is my
of
favorite person I've ever taken pictures of.
9.7.
Yes!
Oh,
I don't even know if that counts, but we're counting it.
Good. Felt like it was a good poll.
former Red Sox utility player Zhu Wei Lin.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, I got it.
We're gonna go 9.3.
I just thought of a good one.
That's a good one, but I get a 9.3.
Yeah.
You know he's biased and he
What
wants
the
you to
fuck
lose.
is a 10 for you?
Well,
The blonde guy that we saw at the baseball field.
yeah.
I saw him earlier.
Did you?
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
about to
he's
start
upstairs.
pulling out Hoots players and guys that the Hoots played against.
Just that one guy
All right,
that's
Brian.
on the.
Brian Cardinal.
I know who that is. I've heard of the
7.
name before. I just don't know what
He's
sport
played
it is.
456 games with the Dallas Mavericks and he only averaged 2 points, which is 2 more than me.
7.
This name still gives me PTSD. Travis Ishikawa.
That's a good one.
Oh, why did you say that?
We're gonna go
Why?
9.6.
That name still gives me major PTSD.
I think somebody brought this guy up
Ishikawa hits one in the right.
the other day, but I feel like it needs to be on here. Kirk Neuenhuis.
9.2.
You're getting
You were the one that brought up Kirk Neuenhuis. Why? Why were we talking about Kirk Neuenhuis?
Yeah. I have absolutely no idea. 1, 2.
Izzy probably don't know who that is. Do you know who Kirk Neuenhuis is?
No.
All right, you got 8 more.
Fuck. Brian?
Jabbar Gaffney.
I just got a new one.
Jabbar Gaffney.
I just got
Jabbar
this guy.
Gaffney.
So did
former
I
wide
because I
receiver.
just thought of a guy from the 40s
I'm gonna go 9.
and 30s. But I just saw a movie about this guy on Netflix, and it's kind of a cool story.
All right, Izzy, you're up.
Mo Berg. He was
Mo Money, Mo Berg.
He was fluent in like several different languages.
Me too.
And he lived his life as a double spy in the Office of Strategic Services during World War II.
That's fun. 8.5.
Jabari Blash.
That's a good name. Holy shit! Yeah.
Did I get it? Did it?
9.8.
Yeah, Jabari Blash, baby.
Oh my God, I love Jabari
A
Black.
swell swing. It was beautiful.
Yep.
Pure power. Couldn't hit. That sucks.
Yep. All right, Brian.
University of Nebraska, former
that was
player
the name
in
for a second.
1978. Mickey Moore.
Mickey Moore.
Yeah, a center in the NBA. He didn't have any stats, but neither did I. So does that make him a loser or me?
7.3.
What?
I don't know what's even happening. All right, Izzy.
I'll go back to basketball. I'll go Mario Chalmers.
No!
He gets named on the TikToks all the time.
He was on the
Lame.
finals team. On the Heat.
Yeah, and what did he do after that?
I mean, nothing.
Not
But
a
I
damn
mean,
thing.
9.8.
you could have said Timothy Mozgov
Oh fuck, Timothy Mozgov. That's a good pull.
or
Or
Lou
like
Dang.
Zadrunas Legauskis. You know.
Everyone knows
All-star.
Everyone knows Zadrunas Ilgauskas.
Well, I bet if you're not a basketball fan, you don't.
He was on
Okay,
the
most
2007 team.
Yeah, he was on that 07.
Cleveland.
Yeah, that terrible 07 Cavs team.
The worst team to ever make the finals.
I
Anderson Varejao.
am good.
Everyone knows Anderson Varejao, though.
I think that's when I realized I was
Or
like,
Birdman.
I was gonna say next.
You could.
Oh well.
Izzy might know this guy. Former Astros when they were still in the NL. Brian Bogasevic.
I do not.
I don't know, but his name is
that's
Brian,
That's
so-
a fun name. We're gonna go 9.5. You're heating up now, Joshua.
Oh, you just wait. I got a good one.
Your last ones are 9.3, 9.2,
You just
9.8,
pulled out the
and
government
9.5.
name.
Yeah, I did.
I hate that. We talked about that this morning in class.
Yeah, we actually did.
All right, Brian.
How many more rounds we got?
Hold on. 1, 2.
This is actually going by
You have
quicker
like
than I thought it would.
six left.
We can always add more.
No team has more obscure big men probably than this team.
Yeah,
the
that's what I
Oklahoma
was-
City Thunder and Nazir Muhammad.
When do you have to leave?
How many people named Muhammad?
So we got to finish after these 6 rounds then.
Hey, so
Yeah.
I really
How many people named Muhammad have you said?
like 3.
That's.
It's not my fault people named Muhammad that are trash besides Muhammad Ali.
He's looking up Muslims.
7.9.
Wow.
7.9. All right, Izzy.
Chris the
Yeah.
Birdman Anderson.
Yeah, 9.2.
Yes.
He was so good.
He was one of my favorite players for obvious reasons. The mohawk, the beard, the tattoos.
The absolute, like, hundreds of tattoos he had.
Yu Chang.
9.7.
Wait, what was the name
Yu
that he gave?
Chang.
Yu Chang.
We love Yu Chang.
Who was that?
He was a infielder. He bounced around. He was on I think he started on the Guardians, but he sucks.
Yeah.
He was Asian though.
All right, Brian, you're up.
Couldn't tell.
Pape Sal.
Pape?
Yeah, Pape.
Pape. Did they forget the R?
Wait, what did he do?
He was a center for the Toronto Raptors back in 2015.
What? That's not normal.
He only started
Pape.
1 game.
9.2.
What?
One career, like in his whole career?
Yeah, 1 game.
That's Brian knows more than I do.
9.2. Izzy.
This one might not be a good poll, but I think it is because I just now thought of this guy and I haven't heard of him in years. Daisuke Matsuzaki.
Oh, I got a good one to bounce off you then.
I'm going to go 9.9.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm going to piggyback and go Clay Buckholes.
Ooh, that's another good poll.
9.8.
I just saw another guy.
Thank
too.
you, mid 2010s Red Sox.
I still have another good guy too from the
All right,
2010s
Brian.
Red Sox.
What about Yaroslav Korolev?
Sounds like a hockey player. I'm giving. It's not, but 9.3.
You know I got to know the Russian NBA players.
All right, Izzy, or how are you going to.
Ryan Dempster.
I fucking hate Ryan.
Yeah, so do I.
Dempster.
Okay, so do I, but it's a good poll.
It
It is a
is.
good poll. 8.7.
I'll take it.
Okay, I got mine.
Fuck, I just
Josh
okay,
is on
on.
fire. so-
John Jaso. The only white guy with dreads ever.
9.8. He told me I should get dreads.
No.
Should get
dreads.
Should.
You know how hard it is going to make your hair matte, though?
Yeah.
It's going to be a while. But I can help you.
No.
Come on, bro.
Josh's last 3 are 9.7, 9.9. Or no, 9.7, 9.8, and 9.
I got to make up for your first 2.
You
that I
were doing a
inherited.
good job. All right, Brian.
I still feel like I got cheated.
Alexei Pekarov.
Are these hockey players?
No, it's an NBA player that he's friends with Zelensky. And I'm pretty sure he's fighting in the war if he's still
Okay.
around.
If he's still around.
Yeah.
8.8.
They were losing last time I checked. I don't know.
Oh my god. All
Is
right,
there a
Izzy.
scoreboard for that?
Can you bet on it?
Probably.
You actually can bet
Nah,
on
it doesn't
wars.
surprise
Oh my
me.
god.
I'm not doing it, though.
All right, Izzy.
Vladimir cheats.
Yaroslav Halak.
That's 10.
Yeah.
Yes, the first 10. Am I the first one to get a? No, Brian got a
Yeah.
10.
No, Brian didn't get a 10.
What? I'm the first one to
Yeah, I
get a
keep
10.
getting cheated. Thank you
Let's
for
go,
reminding me.
Yaroslav Halak, former
Izzy's got a
Blues
9.9
goalie.
and a 10.
Former Blues goalie.
Yep. Very good one. Not really. He wasn't really that good.
No, he kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Josh Fegley.
Oh my
that?
god.
The catcher.
It is. Catcher.
He was in the Semyon trade. I don't remember who he was traded for. Semyon.
I'm gonna go 9.5 for Mr. Fagley. All right.
How many more we got? Like 3?
We got
I'm starting to kind of run out. Off the
No,
top of
I'm
my head.
not.
Just off the top
I'm
of my
just
head.
getting going.
2 left.
Oh,
If
fuck,
you get,
so they
if you're
gotta
going
be
to
good.
20, you have 2
These
left.
got to be good ones.
Who's next?
Brian.
Oh, Brian, right.
Chris Quinn. He started 41 games in 2012, and
This
he
guy
started
just
7
knows
games after.
everything about everyone.
What?
7,
I feel like I got to pull some pictures out.
6.9.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too.
How could you do this to me?
Ooh, I just thought of another picture.
All right, Izzy.
You're cheating on me.
Sam Freeman,
Sam Freeman.
former Cardinals lefty.
We're gonna go. 7.
If I can see a guy,
You said 7.9,
but I can't remember his.
What the fuck?
If I can see a guy, but I can't remember his name, do I have permission to look it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I did with Mo Berg. I couldn't remember his name, so I looked it
I
up.
know who I'm thinking of.
Josh, you're up. So.
Hold on.
All right.
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
2009 Lakers legend Soon Yi.
That name reminds me of why he.
I just thought of
hasn't
another
said-
I got
Lakers
it.
legend.
Rafael
I thought you were
Soriano.
going to say something racist.
Ooh.
He was a closer. You guys remember him? He played from 02 to 15 with the Mariners, Braves, Rays, Yankees, Nats, and Cubs.
9.3.
He was an all-star once.
Okay, Brian. Who did you say?
I remember him from
Soon
that
Yi.
games.
Soon
Sunyue.
Okay, I gotta pull out a 10 here.
Yi.
Lakers legend.
8.9.
I'll go
All
with
right, last one.
I'll go with another Lakers legend, Sasha Vujic.
Where have I heard that name before?
He was on that 2010 team, I think.
9.7.
I'll
Love
take it.
Sasha.
If you,
JP Arancibia.
That's a good one.
You said who?
9.5. All right, Brian.
AJ Bramlett.
Okay.
He averaged 1 point in the 1990 season.
Fuck do you know this, dude?
9. Why she didn't pull out Sungwon Oh?
No,
I
I
thought about
felt
it.
too obvious.
I thought about it.
ruined Matt Bowman for yourself.
You
I
really
know.
did.
I
Yeah.
love Matt Bowman, bro. Seth Maness would have been a good one.
I thought about Seth
We going
Maness.
more
I
than
thought-
20? Or
No, Izzy's got to go soon.
yeah, I gotta go pretty soon.
We could sit in the media lab and do this.
We can do this for
Off.
another episode too.
We could do this for an entire episode. Let's get a guest and do this. They don't have to be a sports guest.
Oh, that's true.
Name random people. Random.
No, they have to be athletes.
Well,
Stay
they won't
afloat
know people.
or drown.
Well, they won't know
Stay
people.
afloat
You
or
know what's?
drown.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Imagine if you had like a deep pool of politicians. We'd be here for years.
Oh my God, we'd be here. Well, athletes and politicians both. I mean, we could be. You could do this forever.
In 30 years, someone's gonna say Jill Stein.
We'll let Lucas tally these up. In the meantime, I don't know what we are almost. This wasn't enough fun that we're gonna have to just do this for the whole
I
next
100%
episode. Next
agree.
Tuesday, we're just gonna do it for.
I'll be the judge.
I can do next Tuesday. By the way, my Tuesday conflict got moved to Monday.
I feel
So
like I can do it. I feel like I should be for next Tuesday.
should we get
Are you gonna do your commercial
a
by
guest?
Wednesday?
I don't know who it'd be.
Fuck out.
Next Wednesday?
Yeah, so he said
reach
you
out
could
to people.
submit it to
Fuck.
him for extra credit. He'll tell you what your grade would have been if it were due today, or due that day. I should say.
For extra. He's not going to give us extra credit.
Dude, I can't believe I did good on that assignment.
So I don't know what else we got going on. We got sometime we're gonna have an off-season preview.
Yeah.
Sometime. Shouldn't even be the start of the offseason because there's going to be guys that elect. What do you want? Elect free agency and.
Oh, I just thought of another good name that could have been used.
What?
I'm gonna save it for the next time we play.
Damn it.
Mike
he was a
Fultonevich.
Former Rams running, or not Rams running back, former Illinois running back, who by the way is 6-1 and has a better record than Alabama in terms of football.
Monty Ball.
Get on Illinois'. Oh, that's a good one.
He went to my high school.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Dude, Alabama basketball is going to be so good this year because they have to make up for the football team's lack of talent.
Dude, this has potential to be the best year the Illinois football program has ever seen, and the best year the Illinois basketball program has ever seen.
They're going to be better than last year?
I think so.
Wow.
They got two guys, Kasparis Yakashonis and Will Riley, who are projected lottery picks. Ty Rodgers is talking about being the first guy off the bench, which is insane to think about.
Wow.
They got Kylan Boswell, who's a true point guard transfer from Arizona. Thomas Slavovicic from overseas. Morez Johnson coming in as a freshman. They have like the most talented freshman class in the Big Ten.
Well,
Wow.
while Lucas tallies these, Brian, what do you think about the charter situation in NASCAR?
You mean how they're getting sued?
They're taking
NASCAR is getting
6
sued.
charters away.
So my whole thing is, so the lawsuit is because they're saying that NASCAR broke antitrust laws.
They did.
So the fact of the matter that NASCAR decided, we're going to take away your charter. So we're going to further give the federal judge more of a reason to side with the team.
So they gave the teams 6 hours to read and sign a 250-page document, or else they'd lose their rights to a team.
Yeah, on
gonna
DocuSign.
But in the meantime, those 3 charters that were going to 2311, Stuart Haas, and whatever the other one was, They're just they got to go somewhere. Someone's got to take them. So there's going to be more expansion. I didn't realize that till this morning. So there's going to be 3 new teams.
So if they don't get,
I think it'll end up
their
being
injunction in court by a federal judge next month, they're going to be racing without charters.
What I think is going to happen is they're going to award the 3 that were going to those teams, and the other teams are going to get theirs back, and they're going to end up having 40.
Can Bowman
That's
buy
my
2
guess.
playoff spots in case Blake Harris wastes another one?
Wait till MBM Motorsports is full time in the Cup Series, and I'm their photographer. So go that. Anyways, just wanted to get that on document. Because I've been thinking about that all day. I think that's been interesting. Anyways, Lucas here.
We're almost done.
Oh boy. I have a feeling I came in last.
And as he finishes tallying, we should say happy birthday, Izzy. We're not going to sing because I don't do that, but
Good.
happy
Thank you. I
birthday.
don't want you to sing, but I appreciate that. Thank
I
you.
grabbed the wrong
Happy
water bottle
birthday,
for you
bro.
this
I
morning.
appreciate
Happy
that, brother.
birthday to my favorite Trump supporter.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm not going to vote.
You're voting for me?
Yeah,
I'm replacing Chase Oliver on the ballot.
Perfect. He's one
No,
of the
you're going to
independent
vote for
guys.
Reverend Kusker, remember?
Oh, yeah, Mr. President.
I'm going to, actually, no, I'm going to submit
He's been on the campaign trail. I haven't seen many videos of him lately.
I'm going to put my ballot, I'm going to write it on my ballot, Brian. You'll probably love this. Pat McAfee.
You're going to put him on the ballot?
Yeah, he's going to be my write-in. I'm going to vote Pat McAfee for president.
Do it.
Because he is
You should.
single-handedly saving ESPN with how his antics are on College Game Day. I fucking love it.
I love College Game Day because of him.
Oh, me too. It's a weekly watch for me now. My favorite thing he's done was he hypes up the Georgia crowd last year and goes, "Give me Alabama." Just goes through a minute and a half of just singing Georgia's fight song just to pick Alabama to piss everyone off. It was fucking hilarious.
Where's College Game Day this week? A&M LSU? That should be it.
I think so.
It's crazy how these things work out, but Brian, you came in last.
What?
Really?
Only 141.7. Josh, you came in second. 165.8.
Fuck, I balled up.
Izzy, you were in first by quite a bit.
Holy shit, really?
179.5.
I like to think that Michael
So those-
Sam and Yaroslav Halak saved me.
Those 2 that I inherited from you kind of.
You could have hypothetically been, you probably would have still been behind, but you would have been
much
way
closer.
with
Yeah.
Izzy.
You want to know something weird?
Respecting that. What?
Google has its own social media now where you can comment about games.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called Google Discussions. Look up any game, and it will show you a discussion board where you can talk to people about the game.
Oh, I have to do that when we get to the media lab.
That is sick.
my discussion I have to do. Are you gonna come down with us?
Yeah, I am. I got to go live on my radio hours first, though.
Oh, that's valid.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Thank
thanks.
you guys once again for joining another episode of the Don't Know Ball podcast. Brian, thank you for joining us too.
Yep.
We've been wanting to have you on for a long
Definitely.
time. It's
Yep.
definitely worth the wait. Definitely worth the
It's
wait.
been scheduling issues, or else I would have been here way sooner. but
Every
I'm
week,
happy to be here.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But no, appreciate you guys. Be sure to tune in every time. Follow us all on our social medias.
Jack Garner.
What Josh said, and as
Shout out the Naylor brothers.
Fuck you. Not today. We aren't.
Oh, my God.
have a great day and enjoy.